Hey everyone. Again, I'm going to come into the Bible itself and use just the Bible to kind of dismantle some of the ideas of Christian theology. So, um, by the Bible itself, one can posit that Jesus, if he is the Son of God, born of miraculous conception, cannot be the Messiah. And if he is the Messiah, the of the Davidian line, come to usher in the kingdom, then he can't be the Son of God. So let's start with Matthew and Luke. Matthew and Luke, they go through painstaking lengths to describe the genealogy of Jesus back to King David, and then back further. But David is the linchpin in their argument, and the argument that later theologians made about the divinity of Jesus. Um, this was initially supposed to be proof that Jesus was a good Jewish boy of, really good Jewish stock, and hence, Matthew's parallels to the Jewish Bible, as I described in my last video, or Luke's account of Jesus being circumcised and presented at the temple, the fact that Mary in many ways resembles Hannah, the mother of Samuel, and John the Baptist's parents, who were related to Jesus, are parallels with Abraham and Sarah. Now, the genealogies themselves are some pretty harsh problems. The first is Luke's number of generations versus Matthew's. Matthew has 14 generations from Abraham to David, 14 from David to captivity, and 14 from captivity to Jesus. However, if you count the generations in 1 Chronicles and 2 Kings, you'll see that Matthew's math is either poorly done at best or intentionally fraudulent at worst. Luke makes no claim of such generational boundaries and numbers. Apparently he wasn't a numerologist the way Matthew was. The second problem is that both are supposedly the genealogy of Joseph, and neither one can even agree as to who his father was. Luke says it was Heli, and Matthew says it was Jacob. And here's usually where the apologists pipe in. They usually say, oh, well, one of those is the genealogy of Mary. But this is absolute, pure, unadulterated, secondhand fan fiction. This is something that Christians later concocted without checking the actual source documents to see what the words used were. Matthew 1:16 says, "And Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary." Now, the word geneo, literally meaning to begat in a generational way, and the word husband is anir, meaning husband, meaning this is literally Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary. There's no mistranslation here. But what about Luke? Luke 3:23 says that Jesus was the son of Joseph, who was the son of Heli. Now, the word here is huios, literally son. No mistranslation here either. And now, they can't both be right unless Joseph had two fathers, in which case I would suggest that all the hate mongers out there really start rethinking their views on homosexuality. Now, apart from this, there's an even worse glaring error. The Messiah, as it's understood in a traditional sense, has to be of a Davidian line, and that's why, Luke and Matthew both went through these painstaking lengths to draw the generational chart back to King David. If Jesus was, as according to Christian theology, miraculously conceived, and therefore not biologically related to Joseph and his two fathers, then he is not of Davidian ancestry and cannot be the Messiah. So he is either the Son of God, or he's the Messiah come to usher in the kingdom. And it doesn't appear that Christians can have their cake and eat it too. Until next time.